Hello, this is Helium Evid with endoftheworldasyouknowit.com, and this afternoon we're going to be talking about paying off credit card debt and really paying off any sort of debt that you might have. And so let's jump right into the talk. What we're going to be looking at is the things to remember. Is the first thing you want to do is you want to pay off all the high interest rate cards first, or loans first. Pay off the lowest paying interest rates last. Interest rates compound and are cumulative. If you have several cards with different rates, you're like paying with some of the rates, and the debt is cumulative on all those cards. So if you've got a whole lot of cards in your bag with different interest rates, and some of them carrying 20-25%, you are hosed. Things to learn from this talk. Number one, pay down the debt and eliminate credit cards and loans. Number two, get a system. Number three, stick with the system. Number four, allocate a set amount of money each month and use it for paying down the debt. Do not use that money for anything else except for paying down the debt. Do not make any new purchases. You've already dug yourself in a deep enough hole. You do not want to get in any deeper. Stop digging. Stop digging. Hypothetical example, we're going to start with 4 credit cards and loans, each one with a $1,000 balance. First card has a 5% interest rate, 10%, then next 15, and then 20, all maxed out. We're going to explore the fastest way to pay off this debt, and paying off the highest interest rate first, and then working our way to the lowest. Okay, and get over our spreadsheet here. And we see that I have card 1 with a balance of $1,000, and all of them, interest rates range from 5 to 20%. We pay the minimum amount to keep it at the interest rate, and we have allocated $700 for each month to pay off our credit card debt. So nothing's going to be happening in this first couple of months in card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, because they're going to just be paying their minimum balance to keep them at their $1,000 maximum. But we're going to concentrate on card number 4 at 20% balance and do that. So when we make our minimum payments, in the first one 50, we get $650 left from the 700. Pay 100, we got 550 and 400. We have $400 left over. We apply that to it. We had the minimum 200, and there's 200 left over. So we paid the interest, and we paid $800 now of principal down. So we actually are making some progress. Next month, we find when we apply our $400, we get down to 650. So we're making progress. Next month we go down to 400, put our $400 down. We have got 272, and finally by the 4th month, where we've applied it, and our balance now is minus 73. We can buy ourselves a treat, go out and buy a Snicker bar, but don't go spend it all in one place. We've still got 3 other cards to go. So as we start with the next one, we find we've got more money to put in the tequila because we have 0 balance on the 4th one. So we've got $550 to apply to our credit card. We find we have $600 left. We go ahead to our next card next month. We find 50 and 450, and the next month we find they're whopping at only 3 months. We paid off our credit card. We have excess. I've gone ahead and fudged the numbers back, so I've applied it back in here and showed that we've already started paying off money on the balance of our other check card number 2. And that continues here. And in the 2nd month, we've actually got it down to $22. So in the 3rd month, we managed to actually show that it was way overpaid. So I've taken that money and applied that up to card number 1. So card number 2 is paid off in 2.1 months, and card number 1 is paid off in 2 months. And we're actually all completely out of debt in just 10 and a few days past. Well, in the month 11. So we managed to get out of debt in less than a year, and $4,000, even 20% credit card things. So things to look at in a summary. For example, we found it took several months for the high-paying loan because of the interest was really keeping it from paying it down. We had to pay a lot of money in interest. By the time we got to the low interest rate credit card, it took barely a month to pay it off. So remember, always pay off that high interest rate loan first, and then work your way down to the lowest interest rate. And I think you'll find you'll get yourself out of debt very quickly. So very good. Helium Evid for End of the World as you know it.com.